Hey, this is Perhapsy, and you are now watching Vibes. I'm originally from Mansfield, Ohio, a really small town in Ohio, famous for the Shawshank Redemption film. So yeah, that's our thing. That's kind of tough to define. I guess I like anything creative, visual or musical. I try and like have that be coming from the same place for me personally, and yeah, so like for me, it's anything that's creative, anything that speaks to the arts, and I'm into that kind of thing. So yeah. Oh man, I'm trying to remember. I think like one of the earliest things was I was born in '85, so I was young enough to remember when like Nirvana was on MTV for the first time, and that music video came out like for Teen Spirit, and that was like a big deal. Like seeing that video and thinking like, man, that was really cool. Must be cool to play guitar. So like I think I picked up the guitar a few years later than that, but. I've been a really musical family. My oldest sister studied opera in school, and my other sister studied musical theater, and she does like the Broadway thing in New York, which is really cool. So it's a pretty musical family. My dad was an artist. I used to hammer things out on the piano growing up, learning like heart and soul and that stuff. But yeah, definitely have a very supportive and creative family. I like a lot of different stuff. I think like initially I got really into like rock and roll, like Jimi Hendrix and classic rock stuff. Then also like the Pixies and like Nirvana and like more like alternative or indie rock. But later on I got into like jazz music, and I went to school for jazz guitar. And so like I really like Wes Montgomery a lot, and like Thelonious Monk, and a lot of the great jazz players, but I also listen to a lot of different music now still, and my friends are always turning me on to stuff. I really like, I don't know, like there's Thundercat I really like a lot. He's dope. He's like this crazy bassist that does really great music, and like a lot of the people that play with him, I like that stuff a lot. But also like I really like Pavement, I really like indie rock too, so like it's a big mix stuff. Oh man, I don't know, I think I've always kind of had a creative pulse to do stuff, and whether that's like initially like, you know, my dad was like a painter, and like my brother and I would draw constantly and do that, and when I discovered music, it was just kind of I think it's just a natural extension of that, like kind of figuring out that like performing music and is all kind of coming from the same place in the same world. So like for me, like the desire to do an illustration or a drawing is kind of the same kind of desire to like write a song or like play a show or do it that way. So yeah, same kind of thing. That's tricky because I think like sometimes I don't really know how I come off as an artist, and sometimes it's easy to get trapped in the head game of what you think other people perceive you as. But I just would hope that like people would enjoy what I do, and maybe like get excited about making music themselves, or doing art or doing whatever. Yeah, I would hope that it's not like people would hear it being as something that is pretty safe or commonplace. Like I don't know, I kind of strive for taking some risks in like art and music whenever possible. So that's kind of my hope, I guess. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. I have three tattoos that correspond to like some of my favorite movies when I was growing up. I've got a Neverending Story tattoo here. It's the Arin. I've got a Dark Crystal tattoo And then I also have a Jurassic Park tattoo on my ankle. So that's like a random thing, I guess. Thanks for watching Vibez. This is Perhapsy. Come check out my stuff. I'm gonna be in the area.